Well, folks, we had a pretty meaningless day as far as the market's concerned, and I'm still red. No surprise. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It's Monday, May the 12th, and it's time to do the recap for today, which is going to be short and sweet. As I had said and kind of alluded to last week, I am feeling like taking quite a bit of a break here from trading, at least temporarily. And I decided where I'm at right now, I am only going to focus on trading these two accounts that are almost blown. And we almost managed to blow this one today, unfortunately. But in any case, I'm not going to, I mean, if I can revive them, great. If I can't, that's fine too. But yeah, my schedule over the next 10 days-ish is going to be pretty hectic. I'm not going to be able to trade every day. I'm definitely not going to be able to do update videos too much. So I'm literally going to take a break for, 8 to 10 days, we'll call it. Not quite sure when I'll be back to doing updates, but it's going to be a little bit. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to trade, but during that time frame, the only accounts I'm going to trade is these two. I do not have any eval accounts. I lost all my evals last week. There's nothing there. I didn't have that many, but I did blow up everything I had. So last week was pretty horribly red. So I'm either going to trade these two individually and see if I can revive them. My goal would be to get them up to 1,000 in drawdown, and if I can do that, great. Then we'll go back to trading the groups. But again, over the next 8-10 days or whatever it is, I'm going to be very, very sporadic as far as if I'm even going to be able to trade a whole lot. So we're just going to take a bit of a break and kind of reset the brain. And if during that time frame I can get one or two of these back, this one here, it's chances that we save this account are like pretty much nil. $34 left in drawdown, that's essentially blown. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time to go through all the trades today. There were, I don't know, a few trades. The first one this morning, I took a long on the Dow. I really like this. Actually, let me back up just for a minute. It's easiest to see it on NQ, I think, which is the market most of us are familiar with. But we had this huge rip at the 3 o'clock hour in the overnight session, huge move, and that really was the move. Today, like I said at the outset, it was pretty much meaningless. We kind of gave back the last of the pre-market, and then we pushed back. We pulled back at the open, kind of gave back this last pre-market push we had, and then we got that back here end of day. So it was a meaningless day. Wasn't much there today. So I was looking at this level on the Dow Jones where we had pushed up into it. This is a level that I had marked for quite some time, and we were holding that quite well. And I decided to take that long. I added into the contract, and we ultimately ended up falling apart. And that was pretty much that was prior to the big move down on NQ, but that was a losing trade. And then I did grab this long, and this was something I was looking for kind of after I kind of realized where things were at. I really felt that if we get some kind of a hold around the daily 100 or 200 SMA, which is what the yellow and orange is. So the orange is the daily 200, the yellow is the daily 100. I just decided if I get a hold at one of these levels, I'm going to look for a long, and I did take this. I did get out of there with $50 in profit, and I could have got out back to zero. And unfortunately, and kind of true to one of the areas I struggle with is I did move my stop up into profit, kind of because I'm trading to protect this account. And had I just left my stop, you see what would have happened. We would have gotten this big move back up, which is what I was looking for. I was looking for a move back up to the opening high, or the open, really, the market open. And obviously I got stopped out there for a little winner, and we just kind of chopped around, and then we made the move. And I actually missed this. I actually stepped away for a little while today, and I missed this entire thing. Did take a short here, a little bit of a loss, and then the rest of the day was just some ins and outs, but ultimately did end up having a red day. So I think on ES I might have had, I took 2 trades on ES. One was a losing trade, looking for a reversal here, a bounce or a rejection of this level at about the 58.60s, 58.55s, and then I did catch a little short here for a small little win. So again, it was pretty much a meaningless day in my opinion. I mean, unless you caught this move, that was pretty much it, or maybe holding this 20,750, 760 range. If you went long here, that could have been a good move, or this little move here at the end of the day. I did look at, I was seeing this little hold come in, and I went in here with a very, very, very tight stop, thinking, man, this is probably going to push back up end of day. and wouldn't you know it, it stopped me out and, you know, moved down another, what, 15 points. And then it did get, you know, push up. I did jump in here and, you know, got a little bit and then had a little loss there. But anyway, so I am still, you know, the market is just not today. Again, it was just meaningless. I mean, this was a good trade. I like this one. I just wish I would have held it a little bit longer. And, you know, maybe if I would have been trading in one of the other accounts, I would have went in with like 2 contracts or something and left, you know, one at break even, and that would have gotten the rush or the move. So I don't know. It was just one of those days. So anyway, I'm just going to sign off for a little bit here. And, in the meantime, just don't forget that Apex has that 80% off sale going on. That'll probably be over by the time I get back. I think that's ending like around the 20th or so, I think. And then the Take Profit Trader code or discount is still going on, that 30% off with no activation fee, which is a pretty good deal. So again, code BCT gets you the best deal on those two. And I appreciate those of you that use my code. It does help me out, supports the channel, and helps me to bring these videos to you pretty much on a daily basis. So we're going to sign off. Let's take a look. I didn't even show you TradeZella. It's still pretty red. We've had one green day, the first day we traded on the month, and since then we have had nothing but red. And today, obviously, I was only trading at one account, but down 144 bucks, which is a lot better than being down $1,000 or so. But in any case, so we'll see. I don't expect to see you guys to see me until maybe like here. The latter part of next week is probably somewhere in there when I'll be able to trade and update videos and stuff again. So hang in there, trade well. Wish me luck to clear my head here in my, so to speak, absence. And hopefully when I get back, we'll be back on track and we'll be back to trading well again. So again, thank you for all the support. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the comments. Keep it up. Trade well. And until next time, take care and so long.